You got away from it. I want to know, Rip, Mandy Rose. Oh, yeah. Remember, I started talking about her like 10 minutes ago. We never got to that.
You said she was hot.
Yeah, she is.
HAWT, hot.
So apparently, she's had this site. It's not an OnlyFans. From what I gather, it's her own website. Then it has what is called a paywall. So to get behind this part of her website, you've got to pay. And she's starting to show nude. She's starting to show some nipple action, maybe some crotch shots in there. I've heard. I did see a swimming pool scene online where you can see your nipples.
How do we join?
Exactly. That was happening, and she is now fired from the WWE. What's your take on that, Rip?
Well, hell, how about Vince paying $20 million out, and they're finding even more?
Okay, that's really not anything to do with what I'm talking about.
Well, you never answer the question. But she's hot. Now, if I was WWE, I'd say I'd make it the under the table offer. Hey, let's go 60-40. You get 60, we'll take 40, because we're making you a star. When we're making you a star, we're making you a worldwide star, so you can have your whatever you want to do. I just don't want to know about it, and just send me money on the side, and it's okay.
So what the problem, I think, is with that is it leaked. So people, it's been all over the internet.
How could leaks happen? Stooge.
So then
somebody stooged it. Who was the stooge?
I don't know. Wasn't me, but I looked at him. PG. They're supposed to be PG.
Pug.
I think Cornette said something, hell, they're probably trying to get in with like Disney or something, and that would, kill that or whatever. So I think that's really kind of what it comes down to is they are a PG company. I kind of, Silvio had a tweet about, it's 2023 or whatever, let people show their bodies if they want to.
Well, that's why the world's fucked, and we're going to go, and the end of the world's coming too.
And then my thing was, it's all about the money. WWE wasn't getting their money, kind of what you just said. But then I heard Cornette and some others saying, no, it's more because they're PG. They're trying to get deals with Disney or whoever else
that make their dolls and all the other shit.
Right? Yeah. So what do you think? I mean, why do you think they fired her?
Well, they couldn't control her. Is Sasha Banks working there now?
Well, Sasha, no.
Well, I call her Sasha.
Okay.
That's like tomato, potato, Sasha, and Sasha.
It's like tomato, potato. It would be tomato, not tomato, potato.
Whatever. It's like Andrew Tate saying God or God.
None of this is like Andrew Tate. I mean, none of it is like Andrew Tate.
Well,
do you think she got fired because they're a PG company, or do you think they got fired? She got fired because they weren't getting any of the money.
Both.
Do you?
Yeah. Because I imagine if she offered him 40%, she'd say, "Well, just try and don't get stooged on anymore."
So then, also, do you think that it was an instant fire, or do you think they've had conversation? Now, there is rules that they can't. I think there are like rules.
Well, do you think Vince was supposed to have a rule where he could screw any girl he wants, and if he can take $20 million out of whatever fund and pay them off?
No.
Okay, so
so do you think that
there's a stop sign that says speed limit 25. Nobody goes 25, but that's the rules, isn't it?
Okay, let me ask it this way. Do you think that there was some negotiating before this happened? Like, hey, you either take that down or you get fired.
No, they probably just told her to take it down.
Correct.
And they probably didn't say, because she didn't think she'd be fired because she was a champion, right? But then again, if she makes money on that site, it's because she's been on their TV show or whatever show, the Orlando
NXT.
Yeah, the NXT show for so long. But if she would have got a ride with the big boys, she'd be worldwide exposure, and her side business would go up 1,000,000%.
Well, she was in the WWE for a long time before they put her back in NXT to be the champ.
Oh,
so she was on main show.
Okay, so they know who she is.
Okay. So on her site, or her on her site too, she uses, I believe, her real name. She doesn't use Mandy Rose. So I think that was another probably argument on her side, because she's not using the WWE name to get over and get her.
So if she used her real name, I don't see why she couldn't do it. It'd be none of their business. Or then again, she could just have the hood on, like I could be the masked grandpa on my OnlyFans thing.
Correct. I think what really screwed her was whoever leaked the nude stuff on.
Probably some other girl who was wanting to be champion, or somebody. It had to be a girl, because a girl would be jealous because she was a champion and she's hot. Such is life.
So rumor has it she was making more money on this website than she was through the WWE.
Well, I tell you something, how much money. Hey, you got to strike while the iron's hot, baby. If she's on TV and she's a champion, she could, oh yeah, because you could get fired from WWE. You could have a knee injury, you're done. All of a sudden, Vince could come back and she's done.
Yeah, whether she's really on TV or not, she's hot and naked. I mean,
well, hot, naked, and being on TV is even better.
Yeah, true.
God damn, get with it, you geek.
True, but
I mean, oh no, I look at this girl wrestler, hotter than shit. It's on TV every week. I'm drooling. I can't wait to collect all my pennies so I can buy her videos, whatever she's doing. And then she teases me with having clothes on there. And then I'm going to see her buck ass naked.
Mm-hmm.
Buck ass naked. Oh my God.
Oh my God. So
wonder what my son Dylan Bostic's doing.
I don't know, man. And then she tweeted out, "Don't worry, the website is still open."
Yeah. In other words, she gave me the old fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, good for her.
Are you gonna join her website, Rip?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
What if somebody will you look at the video if somebody shows it to you?
Well, for a couple of minutes, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess once you've seen them, like a girl in a bikini is great. As soon as you've seen her tits, they go, oh, okay.
You think so? See, sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I agree with you on most of the time. Sometimes underneath, I like it.
I know that. But
man, I hope my wife's not watching this show.
Well, I'm gonna sneak and tell her that you've been doing stuff on the show, and then you won't be father of the year, husband of the year. Hell, you might be deadbeat dad of the year, and you have to get another job to start paying for your kids.
No, I'm not.
Wow!
I'm not
and then all of a sudden, you'll be kicked out of the school thing where you were the parent of the year with 49 girls there and just you.
That's right.
And they're idle. They're looking straight up because you're 6'6" and almost 6'12" like Chili. But I did sort of hear some rumblings that they were bitching about you getting your hair cut because the old hot lumberjack wasn't there no more. And just this nerd, 6'6" nerd.
So the last thing about this Mandy Rose deal.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know that Matt Riddle just got suspended from the WWE for failing a drug test. Now, they don't test for marijuana anymore. So here they have him being a stoner on TV.
Right.
Doing like stoner jokes all the time.
Well, that's his character, right?
Well, yeah, until they suspended him for the second time for drugs. So maybe it's not really his character.
No, that is. Well, that's Matt.
Okay. So suspended again. So the big thing is now, remember Paige and what's his name?
Yeah. Alberto Del Rio?
No, the New Day guy.
No.
And the guy from OVW. Remember they had the sex tape out? It got leaked too. When they had all the sex stuff. The OVW guy, New Day guy, and Paige. Then Riddle just failed his second drug test. So they're saying nothing happened to Paige and the New Day when their sex tape came out. Oh, the other one was the Uso dude, just had like his third DUI and basically told the cop, F you. He gets a push to the title. Paige and what's the name? Nothing happens. Riddle suspended the second time for drugs, not fired. And then Trish Stratus, almost called her. Mandy Rose gets fired for having her own website.
And where's all this happening at?
But I'm asking why.
Where is this happening at?
WWE.
Oh, that's the guy. That's the company that Vince McMahon still owns the majority stock in, and he paid out $20 million.
That's not the question.
I know, but in other words, get real. It's nothing but a nutcase place.
Oh, my question is why did she get fired? None of those other people get fired for all that.
Who got fired?
Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose.
Well, I mean, if you get a speeding ticket, that's one thing.
Well, I never mentioned anybody that got a speeding ticket.
Wait a minute. That was a comma.
Okay.
If you rob somebody without a gun, there's so much punishment.
Okay.
Now, if you shoot 3 guys with a machine gun and kill them, then you chop off their heads when they're already dead. I imagine you'll get a little bit more.
Shit. But you must not be listening to me.
Yeah, I am.
The ones that did what I would consider worse than what she did did not get fired. She showed nipple and got fired. There's no law about showing nipple, I don't think.
Well, I think you're right on that. But I also think, hey, if you work for WWE or any other company in this world, do as you're told, or you can possibly be fired. And that's all there is to it.
Okay, but the ones I mentioned didn't do as they told and they weren't fired.
Like who?
My God, the people I just fucking mentioned.
Well, what did they do?
Riddle failed his second drug test.
Well, no, wait, but you got strike 3 and you're out, correct?
Well, she got strike 1. So no, she got strike 1.
Who's that?
Mandy Rose. Who the hell?
Yeah, but she wasn't. But she wasn't doing a drug thing.
No, she showed her nipple. So why didn't she say, okay, that's strike 1?
Well, I guess
you show your nipple
I
again.
Guess on the WWE. Wait a minute. I guess on the WWE thing on their bulletin board in the office, it says you can screw how many girls and how many lovers and spend.
Impossible.
Wait a minute, and spend $20 million. That's okay. But
not okay.
Wait a minute. But if you do something else, we can fire you because we said so. We said so.
You're impossible.
You're fired.
You're impossible.
You're fired.
You're gonna defend.
You're fired. What?
You're gonna defend WWE every single time.
No, I'm not defending them.
You're gonna defend AEW. I am listening to you. You make 0 sense.
Yeah. Big gold and a billfold, so swole that I can't get the shit closed. So I money fold and rubber band wrap, and when it pop.